What's up everybody, it's your man Harris here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a for loop in JavaScript. For this tutorial, we're going to be placing the numbers 1 through 10 onto the screen using a for loop in JavaScript. Now, the link to this code is in the description, so feel free to download it if you'd like to follow along. So let's take a quick look at our JavaScript code that made this possible. It's going to be here within the script tag. So first, we create a variable called answer, and we assign it to the HTML element with the ID answer. If we look up here in our HTML, we have this p tag here with the ID answer. So our answer is going to go within this p tag up here. So let's go ahead and define our next variable. So we're going to call our next variable num, and we're going to give it the value 10 because we want our answer to print the numbers 1 through 10. So we want this to be the last number that we print is 10. So now let's go ahead and set up our for loop. So first we say for open parentheses and close parentheses, and within those two parentheses we write three expressions. These three here that are each separated by a semicolon, just like here. So in our first expression, we're going to create a variable called I, and we're going to give it an initial value of 1. In our second expression, we're going to say as long as I is less than or equal to num, so in this case, I is 1 and num is 10. So it's saying is 1 less than or equal to 10. Since that is the case, since 1 is less than 10, it's going to run the expression here. It's going to say, take that answer element, that HTML element up here, and append its text content using .textContent, and then this plus equals means append. So append to it the current value of I, which initially is 1, plus a empty space. So that's just this space here on the right, this little empty space, so that these numbers aren't bunched up together. So append that, which it does. So initially we have the answer just 1, and it then runs this third expression here, which says do I++, which just means take the current value of I and add 1 to it. So now I, instead of being 1, it's now 2. And the for loop begins to run again. And since I is now 2, it checks is 2 less than 10. Since that is true, it will print again. It will print the number 2, which is what we get here. And it will run this I++ again. So now I is 3. It will again check is 3 less than or equal to 10. Since that is true, it's going to print the number 3. It will keep doing this until it gets to the number 11. So let's take a look at what happens when it gets to the last number, 10. So when it gets to 10, it will say here is I is 10 less than or equal to 10. Since that is true, it will go ahead and print the last answer, 10. And then it will do I++, which means I is now 11. Now, when it does this check again, it will say, is 11 less than or equal to 10? Since 11 is greater than 10, that's when the for loop will stop running. It won't execute this code again because the condition in the expression, in the second expression here, is now evaluating to false. It's no longer true. 11 is not less than or equal to 10. So it will stop the for loop, and that's why we have this answer here. Now, if we change our variable's value up here, the num variable, which it uses to check its looping structure with, if we change it to 15 and we save it and we refresh the page, it will now print the numbers 1 through 15. because now it's checking a new condition in its for loop. So that's how a for loop works in JavaScript. Now, make sure you guys check out our sponsor, invoicebell.app, where you can create a free account and you can create invoices, estimates, and quotes and save them to the cloud. It comes with unlimited storage and you can bill your customers directly here. You can create PDFs, you can save contacts, and again, it's all for free. So make sure you guys check that out at invoicebell.app. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great night.